Hey now, what is up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I'm here to do a spoiler review for the new Halloween film. I have to do it. Let's jump right into it. I love the beginning where you get those two journalists or podcasters, whoever they are, and they're going to see Michael and talk to him, and the scene where the guy takes the mask out. I know it was in the trailer, but it was still haunting. It was still creepy. It was still like, dude, you don't know what you're doing to this guy by putting this mask in his presence, all of the crazy people around him, the fact that Michael never speaks, and of course, when the bus crashes, he breaks out, and the fact that Michael, they show him killing a kid. I don't know exactly how old that kid was. I'm terrible at telling kids' ages, but maybe 12 or 13, this kid, and he snaps his neck. Just the way that he does it, it lets you know that this Michael does not give a fuck. He will kill you if you're in his way. That scene sets up perfectly how later on, when he kills that woman in her house, and then you turn, you hear a baby crying, and there's a baby carriage, and you go, oh my god, is he gonna kill this baby? You set up that this Michael could kill a baby. Thankfully he doesn't. And just the kills throughout the whole movie, just brutal. The stab through the neck of one of the girls, they recreate the sheet over the babysitter's body, and that babysitter I enjoyed. A lot of these characters, even though they get killed off, I enjoyed them. You know, the babysitter, the kid that she was babysitting brought a lot of comedic moments to it, and I appreciated that. But we have to talk about Jamie Lee Curtis. We do. Even though when I first heard about the fact that they were disregarding the sequels and that they were going to disregard Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode as Michael Myers' sister, I thought, oh no, because that's just, it goes hand in hand for me. They're one and the same. Brother, sister, Laurie Strode, Michael Myers. That's why they're so deeply connected. But we do have a sequel in the franchise where they were brother and sisters, and it's 20 years later, and she faces him on that level, Halloween H2O. So the fact that you're going to have another Halloween movie, H4O, where no, this time they're not brother and sister, and when they're reunited, it's a different level of reconnection. It's a different meaning. For John Carpenter never intended for them to be brother and sister. So even though I like the brother and sister relationship, even though I like that being the story, I also liked what they did with it. And now that I see the movie especially, I'm more than okay with how they handled it and why they did it. Jamie Lee Curtis, I thought her performance, even in the one scene where she shows up to the dinner and she screwed up because she saw Michael just coming out of the facility onto the bus, and just seeing him freaked her out, and she started crying and she broke down, and the granddaughter's hugging her. Like, that was great. You never get scenes like that in a horror movie. Okay, fine, maybe once in a great while, but not in a Halloween movie. No. The complexities and the trauma that especially Laurie Strode has faced, even her daughter Karen, there was a lot more going on script-wise and story-wise, and I was very impressed that, hell, it's Blumhouse. The movie was probably made cheap enough to where they said, do what you want. Give these people characters. Make us care about them. Because we did. Allison, the granddaughter, I liked her. Look, her side plot of her boyfriend, and he kisses this girl at the dance, and then he's a dick and throws her phone. Like, that was very cliched, sure, but I was fine with it. It establishes her not having her phone the moment where she's running away from Michael in the street, and they couldn't get in contact with her. So that was fine to have to deal with to get to those moments. And I liked having the sheriff who was there the night of the original movie. I like how many references they did to Sam Loomis. Very appreciated, even using his voice on the tape recorder. I like the scene where Michael kills the journalist in the bathroom, because that was brutal and violent, and it set up what type of Michael Myers we're dealing with. And the doctor, let's talk about this fucking doctor who, complete twist. And in fact, it's funny because I was talking to somebody before I saw the movie who said, yeah, you know, the original Halloween is good and all, which is what they said. I think it's really good. But they made a good point saying that that was made in a time where you didn't need to have crazy twists or you didn't need to surprise the audience. It's just very straightforward, a guy in a mask killing people, and boom, there you go. And he said this new movie has a chance, has a shot to do something different, to put a nice twist on it, to give us something surprising. And I feel like with this doctor character, who was expecting that? Him to just kill the sheriff and be obsessed with Michael. When he put the mask on, that was a little silly, and I thought, oh my god, are they going to try to do like a Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th Part 5, where you just put the hockey mask on and you're now a killer? They were almost going that route, but I got what they were doing. It was interesting, and I did like that Michael woke back up and killed the fucking guy. The end showdown is so nice. It's so, like, I loved it. I love the moment of like Laurie having that basement with the trap door with the counter over it. That was great. But I love how Judy Greer was down there, the moment where she faked being scared. Oh, I can't do it, help, and then Michael shows up. Gotcha. Love that. I love the moment where Michael tosses Laurie off the balcony. Look familiar? And then Michael looks over and then looks back and Laurie's gone. The crowd cheered and clapped. We knew what they were doing. It was great. And hey, they definitively killed Michael. I knew that this movie would do one of two things. They would either kill Laurie Strode, which I know Halloween Resurrection did that, but fuck that movie. And there was a moment where Michael grabbed Laurie through the door and was choking the shit out of her and even rose her off the ground. I thought, holy fuck, this is it. We're going to see it. We're going to see her die in a horrible way. But she got out of it, and I said, thank God. But trapping Michael in that basement, and it was the cage, and she, like, for years, she had been planning this. So I love that. Setting it on fire. And sure, you don't see Michael's burning body, his dead burning body. So maybe, right? Maybe they purposely didn't show that. Although I love the shot of him just watching them. Through the mask, he's just staring at them as the fire is going all around him. And he's just like, I'm going to watch you as I die. Because it's all I can do. But who knows? Maybe this movie will make a shitload of money, and maybe they'll finagle a way to bring him back for more Halloween movies because they just can't help themselves. But still, I like that they left it where he could definitively be dead, and that's good enough for me. I love the shot of our 3 survivors. Wow! We actually left a few people alive. I know a lot of people died, sure. The father died, the husband died, and the sheriff died. And yes, I know, people died, but I feel like they kept the right amount of people alive. They kept Jamie Lee Curtis alive. And I think if this is the last Halloween movie, I'm good. I'm okay with it. I'm thinking about this, and I might very well go down on video and say that this is my favorite new Halloween movie. I don't know. I love so much about it. I love the direction of the story and the characters. I love the brutality of the kills. I could watch this over and over again every year for Halloween, for sure. So guys, let me know in the comments below if you have seen the Halloween movie. Hopefully you have, because I just spoiled the fuck out of it. What did you think of it specifically? What was your favorite moments? What did you think of Michael and Jamie Lee Curtis? What's your favorite parts? Your favorite kills? Your favorite scenes? Do you want a sequel, or do you want this to just be the end? It's over. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!